Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and we are back for more F1 23 multiplayer gameplay as we're going back to a little bit of some multiplayer routes, just seeing how the lobbies are and to see if anything has changed over the past, 3 weeks since we last played multiplayer. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, let's see if any more carnage will happen today, or if everything else is kind of laid back and relaxed a little bit. So far though, I hope everything is laid back, but as you'll see in these videos, that they could be, they could be not. So in today's feature, we got two 5 lap races, and we have a 25% race, which we will get to that at the last part because that's personally my favorite. But first off, we're gonna go for a nice 5 lap race around here at Spa. Simple, easy track to start off. I think we did this last time. Again, it's the same thing that was happening in F1 23 for some reason. Everybody just wants to do the same tracks over and over again. So I'm at F1 22. My apologies. But anyways, 5 red lights, and we're now underway for a nice 5 lap race around Spa here once again. Lobby's been a little bit laggy so far at the start, but we get a horrible start actually. A lot of wheel spin on that exit, and that Red Bull is all over the place. Lovely stuff. And once again, we get sliding off the track again. Get off the track a little bit. Used up all that sausage as much as we can. Try not to ride those harsh curbs though, because you'll get beached pretty bad. So there's that. But anyways, that Red Bull is cleared. But again, I'm just kind of afraid to pass him because of the lag that he is producing. And that is someone in the wall. That might be the Alfa Romeo. And just going offline a little bit here once again, just to kind of just see if that Red Bull would react. Just to see, like, I don't know. I sometimes will see if people are gonna mirror drive me. Thankfully, this Rebel isn't, but I don't even have the urge to overtake him because look at how much he's lagging. We're finally ghosting through him now. Hopefully, we can get this move done and we can take the lead of the race, and yes, we do, but then he gets right back ahead due to his MacBook Wi-Fi, or Burger King Wi-Fi, whatever you want to call it. But, yeah, he's all over the place, and Alpine's all over the back of us because we can't even really pass him because we're just stuck in the middle sector. And finally, coming into the last lap, the penultimate lap of this race, once again, we're going to get around the Red Bull as much as we can. And he actually spins out. I didn't take him out. He ghosted. Okay, I did not take him out at all. That might have been just a issue from the Red Bull right there. Probably got on the gas too quickly. And again, now we have to choose attack to now defense. So we have to defend from this Alpine as much as we can. His Alpine profile is pretty quick. I believe he's on Xbox. By the way, these are crossplay lobbies too. I prefer crossplay, but again, there's been some cheaters already on F1 23, so that's not great. I encountered one. Fortunately, I never recorded it, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, and once again, we get a huge snap there. Once again, we're gonna get another snap here. Once again, oh my, almost lost the car there. And thankfully, we do save it, but we've completely lost the lead now. The race, the Alpine will take the lead, and we've lost time to the McLaren also behind. But we do set a purple sector 1, so bit of a rough first lap, and we get track limits warning. Thank you very much. Probably deserve that. Trying to learn to not use up all the track as much as we can, but clearly we are still getting track limit warnings, so that's not great. But anyways, following through the middle sector, I found it very difficult to follow everybody through the middle sector. You just kind of lose a lot of time, as well, and mainly because I'm just kind of running a little bit offline to see if I can just kind of send a cheeky dive bomb if he's going to leave the door open. It's not even good to go offline anyways because the marbles, they give you a bunch of understeers, so whatever you do not try to go offline because bit compromised. But anyways, we got a huge run on this Alpine though. We're running a more downforce than he is. He's running a lot less wings compared to us, and I think we raised the ride height a little bit before we started the race. I don't think y'all saw, but we raised our ride height just a little bit. It was a little too low. Again, I will have to go back and make whole new setups because these setups were pretty old. I just got most of these from the time trial leaderboards for about a week ago. So I probably will have to go back and lean up every setup I can. But anyways, DRS is finally enabled, and finally going through this next couple of corners, we will have DRS on this Alpine here once again, but it's just a matter of just how much he's quick in the straight line. He's pretty rapid in the straight line compared to us. Only almost 222 miles per hour. We still cannot get close to him whatsoever, so ultimately we'll have to back off and go at him again. But as you can tell right away, he's getting a little bit of a slide there once again. That's not fantastic, tell you that much, but we're going to follow him still once again to see how much we can get in this gap. just a little bit more. But anyways, in the slipstream, gonna get in the DRS here once again down into Erouge and the Camel Straight, and through the chicanes up at the top of the hill. But once again, DRS, and we're gonna get around him once again. Straight line speeds coming into my effect, but again, he's got much more straight line speed as well. So a little bit, and we run out a little bit wide through the chicane as we're gonna head down the hill once again. And very much all over the place, sliding all over the track once again. He's going to get around us here once again, and the Alpine has retook the lead. We might fight this around the outside. Switch can. Oh, we actually make contact with our teammate, and our teammate has spun around. That's not good. As we head down towards Puan, that I did not make any contact with him. Well, I did, but I didn't turn in on him. I think he just misjudged the corner just a little bit. But last up of the Grand Prix, as we now down through Blanchimont we go. And we're in the slipstream, but we just can't get close. He's just got such a good gap, a lot more straight line speed. We're gonna think about one more send, but we can't get that move done. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to settle for P2 in this race. Fair play of the Alpine, and nope, there we go. Oh, we go around once again. Okay, I still want to finish second. Okay, reverse it, reverse it, reverse it. Get back going, get back going. Ow, in the wall. Get back going, get back going. Get it. So I think we're gonna lose the podium, and we do. Oh, we just get killed by the other Alpine there. That was that probably was a little bit of some gamer rage right there from my side. But that's race 1 done. Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. Unfortunately, we didn't get on the podium, but our teammate did. Yeah, that wasn't that was mainly human error. But again, it's a pretty old setup, so we'll probably have to get used. We'll probably have to change all the setups here once again because God, can my voice stop cracking? Thank you. We'll have to change all the setups there once again. Especially that time penalty didn't help as well. But we going for another race, and we're going around Spain. I think everybody else can agree with me that we all enjoyed Spain now in F1 23. Yeah, mainly because that last sector is so much better. No more chicane. Thank you, EA, and thank you, F1 and everyone for getting rid of the chicane because it's stupid. And where are you going, mate? Get back to your grid position. The Ferrari trying to cheat on us. Anyways, got a 5 red lights here for the Spanish Grand Prix for a nice 5-lap race, and we're now underway for the Spanish Grand Prix. Looks like someone got a drive through already. That's the Red Bull, and we're kind of stuck behind both the Red Bull. He's kind of blocking us off a little bit on track. We're gonna get absolutely swarmed here by the Mercedes as well. We gotta get around this Red Bull as well. We're gonna have to do one down the inside. It's 3 wide down to turn number 1, and that does not help. And we're gonna get the lead ahead of the Spanish Grand Prix, and that should have been a corner cut, but clearly not. I don't know. This was the same lobby, so I don't know why we didn't get a track limit warning, to be honest, because we were completely over the line on that corner once again. But anyways, we are now clear ahead. Now we have to just pull at least a second gap behind from the Mercedes guy, but he's trying to throw it in. He's trying to throw the car in every corner, and he's losing time from us because he's not hitting all the apexes. And we're going to pull away just a little bit here, and we're going to get a good gap. 1.7, almost 2 seconds ahead of the Mercedes guy once again. The Alfa Romeo too, he'll be all over the tail of us as well. And we finally get some penalties on the board as well. The Ferrari's got a 2-second time penalty, but we pulled away about 2 seconds, so we've got a good gap. Now it's just to see if we can manage this gap, and hopefully we can just head straight on, as we're going to possibly come around the last couple of corners and probably set the fast lap of the race. But so far we're just going to push all the way to the end. One thing that they did update in Spain, though, they actually got rid of that sausage curb on the entry towards the final corner. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but I certainly did when I was playing, so thankfully they removed it, because yeah, that would have been I can only imagine someone taking too much of that exit and then a sausage curb ruins their race. And yeah, and I don't know if those marker boards are even supposed to be there, but okay. I'm not 100% sure, but anyways, again, second lap, another fastest lap of 1:14.5, and we're setting some good laps in. We've actually pulled 3 seconds ahead of the Alfa Romeo, almost 4.5 now. I mean, almost 4 seconds, 3.5 as we come across the line. But yeah, we're just pushing all the way to the end. I don't want to see how many fastest laps I can punch in here as we head around for the third, approaching the fourth one now. We've absolutely pulled away by 4.2 seconds now, almost 4.5 seconds as we come across the line. But again, we get another fast lap at 1:14 flat. We could probably go a little bit more faster, dumping all the overtakes as much as we can. And the Alfa Romeo's caught up just a little bit. He's getting a little bit of a train from the Ferrari behind. He's all over the DRS. The Aston Martin, I believe, is not in that fight as well. But there's a good gaggle of cars near the end as they now approach the main straightaway. I wonder if and there goes another fast lap at 113.8 from one of the guys in the back. We said a purple sector 2, and we're gonna respond as we now approach the last lap of the Grand Prix. We're gonna respond with another fast lap. I don't know what this time is, but this could be a 113.8. So we actually beat him by about, I think, 4 thousandths of a second. I'm not 100% sure. 400ths of a second. Who really knows? But it's not the last lap of the Grand Prix, and we've pulled away by almost 5 seconds, and that Ferrari has actually gone past Alfa Romeo. So that was a pretty decent. This is a pretty decent race from our side. We've managed the gap. No time penalties needed. Pushed all the way. Last lap we didn't even bother to push because we were comfortably in the lead. Hopefully this Red Bull does not crash into us. He almost did. Thankfully he's in ghost mode. Thank you for that. As we're now going to approach the last corner here, we're going to become victorious, and we're going to win around Spain. We win a 5-lap race around Spain. I believe that is our first multiplayer race that we've won. That is a W on my side. I am very much happy with that result. Let's go America. That was, yeah, and look at that, an American podium right there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, clearly you could tell that Spain is you can clearly tell that Spain is definitely the track where you can definitely show, I don't know, for some reason I feel like Spain is like now becoming one of my best tracks now. I don't know what it is, but I don't know, maybe it's just maybe it's just luck. But I feel like Spain though really does have, like, it lets like the drivers, like, you can see the full potential of some drivers, I think, through Spain, but I'm not 100% sure. Again, my voice cracking again. That's pretty bad. But yeah, we actually got a lot of Americans in this lab. We got one Finnish driver, an Italian. Got 2 drivers from Mexico, and then I don't know who the other 3 are. Not gonna expose the countries, but yeah, and that is it for Spain. As we're now gonna approach a 25% race now around Imola for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. As you can tell right away, we're doing a one-shot quali. We've jumped into a different car this time. We're now in the Alpine. I like the sound of the Alpine in this year's game as well. It sounds so good. It really does. F1 2021's Alpine sound really nice too. But we're gonna come across checker flag here. Could we get P1? No, we don't. We're gonna actually settle in for P2 in this qualifying session. Looks like the Aston Martin kind of pipped us at the line there. I think he just found a little bit more time. I think we had to brake just a little bit heading through the final 2 chicanes, I think, mainly because I think we were just sliding off the track just a little bit, as much as we can. But that's going to be a P2 in this qualifying session. See how much we lost by about a tenth to the guy in the Spain. So that's not great. Hopefully we'll respond though. Yeah, hopefully we do, as we got a nice 5-lap race, not 5-lap race, 25% race. And again, the strategy, I think we're going to go soft to medium. It's just the easiest probably one to do. I think everybody else is going to do the same thing, as we're going to head down into turn number 1 and see who will get out in front. It could be me or the Aston Martin, as we would tell. Hopefully we can get him through Tamburello. That would be fantastic. Or Villeneuve. Hopefully by Tamburello we can get P1. But anyways, 5 red lights now for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And we are now underway for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. As we get a good start ahead, we actually jumped the Aston Martin just a little bit enough. The Aston Martin did not get a great start, so we're going to lead as we go down into Tamburello. What a start from us. Everyone else kind of behind on the soft tires a little bit. A couple of drivers make it smooth. There's a little bit of contact there from behind. There could be some damage. I think one of the cars is off track, as there is a yellow flag behind it. I believe that might be one of the McLarens, and that is a VSC deployed. Virtual safety car has now been deployed, and it looks like it could have been from some debris or something else like that. And I think we've actually, no, now we switch over to a full safety car, as now some drivers have actually crashed out. So full safety car already on the opening lap around Imola. That's not great. We'll see what everybody else does. I feel like there's going to be some people that might be aggressive and pit for the hard tire, or pit for a soft, to see if they can go to at least, I mean, I feel like a lot of people might be begging for another safety car here, as there is always an opportunity for 2. As we don't, I did not brake check him, y'all. I was trying to watch my delta. Hopefully we didn't break his front wing. I don't think we did though. But anyways, we got some guys coming into the pits now. I believe there's one of the Mercedes guys, so they could be pitting on for the hards, or they could be pitting for a soft, thinking there will be a two stop maybe needed. But again, safety car looks like he we broke the game. We tried to overtake the safety car. And let's can we not do that, y'all? Let's just kind of see what everybody else is kind of doing though back there. I should have probably checked race director to see what was going to go on, but looks like we got broadcast a safety car now, which I feel like might be bad as the Aston. Give me that position back, mate. We're gonna get ahead, and we're gonna actually lead the pack towards safety car in this lap as we're getting a change of strategy for some reason. But anyways, we're gonna dummy the Aston, but just a little bit as well, we didn't get the greatest restart ahead, and we're going to get clear. We're going to try to break the draft or the slipstream as much as you can to make sure that he cannot get all of a slipstream. He's running a lot less wings out down the front. We also got the Alfa Romeo that's also in that battle there once again. The Haas also as well, and the Alpha Tire. So there's a huge battle going on, and more yellow flags behind. I believe that someone else might be out. That's one of the Haas's, I believe. So that's not ideal. That's very much. But as we now head down into Villeneuve through Toza, trying to pull a decent gap away from this from the Asmar, but I also have to watch my tires and my pace as well because I know we could probably comfortably win ahead because I don't know what everybody else is doing. I hope no one has pitted for the hard tire because by the end of the stint we'll have to punch in some very good qualifying laps. But it's like through here, the middle sector we're very strong as we head down to Aqua Minerale through Variante Alta coming up. That's where we're a little bit strong, but at the same time the Aston Martin's a little bit just stronger all around the track. As well, we're not very strong around the straights as well. I think we're running a lot less wings. I believe front suspension's a little bit lowered. I think it's more than the rear. Ride height was the same as it was in the original setup. Playing with ride height in this year's game is hell. I don't know, man. I just from F122, my setups, like I ran so low of ride height. My ride height was so low that I think that's why I spun out so much, because I would run the car completely low to the ground as much as I could, because obviously the lower the car goes, the faster it goes. The more you raise the ride height, the car goes slower, which is not ideal. But I think you got to raise the ride height a lot more in this game because you can easily bottom out on curbs and everything like that. So a lot of the same physics you're seeing is in F122, but mainly a lot of changes through F123 have mainly been engine torque and also just mainly a lot of improvements from making the cars realistic to real life. And honestly, these cars are fantastic to drive. This is probably one of the best F1 games I've played personally. Y'all might be a bit biased on me, I get it, I know, but in my opinion, I think this might be one of the best F1 games I've played, and it might be better than honestly 2020, to be honest, or 2020. What's another one I could think of? 2019 was pretty fun. I played the hell out of that game. But we're not focused on that. We're focusing on the racers right now as we head down in through Ravazza, as we're now going to get a main good straightaway speed as much as we can. We do get a black and white flag or a track limits warning again. The Aston Martins are going to be all over the back of us here. He's got slipstream. He's got DRS. Does he send one? No, he doesn't. He's going to back off of that through Tamburello chicane, through the Tamburello as much as we can as we head down into Villeneuve here once again. Keeping a pretty good gap though from the guys behind, which involves with the Mercedes. And there's our first time penalty of the race, and almost lost the car there as we head down through Toza, approaching Variante Alta, but very much almost lost the car there a little bit in the exit. But that actually, I just realized that Aston's gone around. He just, mate, what are you doing? The Aston is actually spun out, and that is that's not what you want to hear. Is we're not coming in this lap. We're going to come in on next lap. Very much though, we need to keep we got to keep a good gap, because if you look down the P4, look at that Alpine. He's in the hard tires. The hard. Oh boy, it's going to be one hell of a challenge to win this race, 100%. But we're going to come into the pit stop here. See if we get a good stuff from the boys from Alpine. The nice pink and blue car, which kind of looks pretty ugly, not going to lie, but I'm not going to get into that. And we're going to have to punch in some qualifying laps, man. We're going to have to... Oh, this is going to be some hell to deal with. But my confidence in me thinks that we can do it. As we're gonna get back on the track here once again, we gotta hopefully we get this Williams on the exit, and we're gonna get the exit. But once again, almost 14 seconds that Alpine's got the lead. He is comfortably ahead. We're gonna have to punch in some qualifying lap times here on the soft tires. We're gonna have to push like hell. I think we can do it, but it's gonna be a challenge. I mean, I have to pray that he might get another time penalty, to be honest, because we gotta get into 6 seconds, and that's mainly the goal that we can win this race by. But as well, hopefully if he gets another time penalty and we're about like, I don't know, let's say like 7 seconds, hopefully we'll get to that gap. And once again, we need to keep an eye on ourselves though, because we cannot afford another time penalty, mainly because that well, that Williams guy is caught up. Well, he did catch up and then he lost a lot of time. But again, the gap is now 3 seconds very much, and it looks like we're actually going to win this race, because I just realized that he's got a 9-second time penalty. And mate, I'm pretty sure you've just lost your race, and we also have gained a time penalty during that time. But we're gonna come away victorious here around Imola as we now head down into Ravazza. We've now approached the final corner of this race. 2 multiplayer wins in one day. I call that a W for my success. We're going to come around the final corner, and we're going to win. We are victorious around Imola. We win the Italian Grand Prix. What the hell is a kilometer, y'all? I'm not gonna say the F-bomb. This video is totally for kids. Kids love F1 cars, and I'm a grown adult who plays with F1 cars in video games. So yeah, I'm pretty weird. But fantastic result. That's gonna be a P1 result for us in the Alpine there once again. Lobbies were pretty good today. Not too many I don't know, what's a nice word to say? Not too many dumbasses. I guess you could say. I guess that's a nice, well, not really a nice word to say, but it's probably the most, you know, I mean, dumbass is probably a good way to talk about F1 multiplayer, because a lot of them are pretty dumb, to be honest. And yeah, but overall P1 actually really only got him by about, I don't know what the gap was. I think the gap would have been pretty close. I'm not 100% sure. Probably by like 3 seconds maybe actually we pulled away from him. But it was going to be pretty close, to be honest with you, through that final corner. But that's all I got here in today's video, y'all. That's it. That was some F1 23 multiplayer gameplay once again. As you see right now, this is just a different race that you guys will not see. This is just a one that was just in little replay mode once again. We'll provide some more content for y'all. I'll be making another video as well on the future of my team as much as you can. If you're not read the community post, please go read that down below. There have been a little bit of some issues going on with that. But anyways, have a good rest of your day off. If y'all want to see more content, please like and subscribe. I love you all. Thank y'all for the support. Have a good rest of your day, y'all. Stay safe out there, and I'll see y'all in the next one.